Hi, I'm Doug the Neighbor, and welcome to Camp Kennerk podcast, where we are now filming our 113th podcast. Unbelievable. TK and I have been doing this for almost a year. We have a big celebration coming up at the 1st of September because we started a year ago, and we're very happy for our listeners and viewers around the galaxy. Now, I have got a few things to say first, but most importantly, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you, TK is back from Wyoming. TK, are you there?
I am. I am back, and I would like to say safe and sound. But Doug, the neighbor, I this is the third part of the my trip for Wyoming, and I wanted to share this with everybody because it's such a beautiful state, the whole countryside and everything. So first of all, this story is going to be about my return trip, but I just wanted to show you this video real quick to show you what I left behind.
That's okay. Street. Oh, okay. So it goes under the mountain.
In my opinion, I don't think it gets any better than that. So listen to this little episode here. I'm minding my own business. I'm TK Irish. I mind my own business. So I go to the Riverton, Wyoming airport to return back to Dallas. Now, get a little background. Riverton, Wyoming airport is quite small. They have two flights a day, one in and one out. I am not kidding you. This is serious stuff here. They got one gate. So I get there within the hour and a half, and because I had lost my driver's license on the trip up, I had to go talk to the fine people at TSA and show them my documents that I have and answer some questions. And the questions are really pretty simple. Things like, of the four streets we name, which one have you lived on? Or what elementary school did you go to? Very simple questions, very, very, stuff I can handle. So we flights to leave at 2 o'clock, get in there, we get on the plane, the pilot comes aboard, says, well, welcome to United Airlines flight to Denver, and blah, 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 blah. And he revs up his engine, he's just ready to leave the ground. All of a sudden, he puts on the brakes. He aborts the flight. I mean, just catches your attention when that happens. So we went back to the gate, the only gate, right? You got to remember, this is the only gate. And got off the plane, and they said, well, there's a mechanical issue. Okay, fine, mechanical issue. It's going to be about 3 or 4 hours before we get departed from Casper. So hold on, please. I get choked up when I tell this story. So we wait till about 6 o'clock in the afternoon in a little TSA room with folding chairs, about 45 of us. Then we get back on the plane. They shut the door. Pilot comes on. He says, I am sorry, we have another mechanical issue. This flight is canceled. By this time, it's 8 o'clock in the evening. So we disembark. We go back to our little TSA room, and I'm told that they're going to bring another plane in, and it'll be here in due time. That's the quote, in due time. Now, that always makes you feel real good, doesn't it? So finally around 10:30, flight comes in, plane. We are tired. We've been sitting around. There's nothing to do at the airport. You can't leave the TSA area. So we get on the airplane, excuse me, and off we go. When we land in Denver about midnight. Well, that's good. We're in Denver. The bad news is we missed our connecting flight by about 8, 9 hours. So the airlines put us up at a hotel and gave us some food vouchers. And so next day I come back, and my flight's at like 4:30 in the afternoon. So I just leisurely take my time and I get there and I go up to the TSA desk like I did in Riverton and show them my paperwork. And the guy goes, okay, well, we have some couple questions for you. And I'm thinking, I know this trick. So the first question is what color was your car that you drove in 1993? What?
Wait a
You,
minute, TK. What color your car was in 1993?
yeah. At first I thought he was kidding, but he wasn't. TSA, this is when I found this out. TSA agents don't make jokes. So
No, they don't make. Okay,
so
so how would they know to confirm your answer?
because
See, that's the scary
they got a
part.
computer. They got a computer with all the everything about you. And then I said, I have no idea. Have no idea. And so he said, well, we need an answer. I said, my answer is, I don't know. Well, that sort of caused a little confusion because the another question he asked was just as absurd about a town in Texas. Never been there, never lived there. Said the same thing. I have no idea. Well, I guess there was a little red flag that flew up because next thing I know, there is two other TSA agents and supervisors in management, all sitting there wanting to visit with TK Irish and ask me, what are you doing here in Denver? And so I explained the situation and we have a great conversation and they said, well, you don't have any identification. We can't let you go. I said, I came in, blah, 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 blah. So I said, they said, well, here's the deal. You have one chance to get through TSA every 24 hours. So what we recommend you do is if you don't want to, drive to Dallas or take a bus or take a train. I said, well, that doesn't work because I don't have a driver's license for those either. And they go, yeah, I forgot about that. So I gave them my insurance card. I gave them my library card as an identification. Anything I had in my billfold that hadn't deteriorated. So they wrote it all down and they said, well, come back tomorrow. I said, well, can I do this in the morning? Oh, no, this is a 24-hour clock. I said, what do you mean a 24-hour clock? Well, we checked. We started this procedure around 6 o'clock. And that means you have to wait till 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to come back. But we recommend that just in case, why don't you come back at 7 o'clock so the clock has reset? I'm going, okay. But where am I supposed to stay? They said, sir, we can't help you with that. Well, I used a little charm and wit, and I called back the hotel that I stayed at before and explained the situation, and they said, fine, just book the room through Expedia, and we'll welcome you with open arms. And that was great. So got there, spent the night, and got up, and then I realized it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in Denver, Colorado, and I had to be out of my room by 11, but I still have to kill time to get to the TSA at 7 o'clock in the evening. Well, so I go to the airport because that's the only place the shuttle will take me, and Denver airport has a little train that'll take you to downtown Denver. So I'm a traveler. I'm not a tourist. I'm not going to sit around and bellyache at the airport all day long. So I said, I'll just go to downtown Denver, check out the scene there. So took the train and got off the train. And this is what I saw first, this video of a beautiful building. So check this out, Douglas. Doug the neighbor, TK Irish here. In my travels to Wyoming, the Rocky Mountains, I have
gotten an opportunity to spend the night in Denver, Colorado. And what we're looking at now is the Union Station, the train station that was built in 1881 and has been reconfigured into shops, restaurants, and some really cool architecture. So if you ever get to Denver, this is the place to hang. Catch up with you later. More to come.
That's really cool. I mean, that's a
Very
piece
cool.
of
That's very cool. Very, very
that's
cool.
a
Yeah.
great piece of history, of architecture, history, and everything. And so, being inquisitive as I am, I decided, well, I wonder what the train station looks like on the inside. So went in and they have just a beautiful architectural concept done there with bringing it all back to the original. And so I want you to see this video of what they did inside.
Doug the neighbor, TK Irish here. I'm inside the Union train station and just wanted to show you all the cool things they've done with the architectural design. It's beautiful. It's got shops, it's got restaurants, it's even got a hotel for you to stay. So everyone out there in the galaxy, when they're in Denver, they need to come by and check it out and have an enjoyable afternoon. This is TK Irish. Talk to you later.
I mean, this is
Wow. Wow. That's really cool.
this is a piece of urban renewal that a lot of cities need to take into consideration because it's downtown. The baseball park is just a couple blocks away. It's a real energy place to visit. So next time you're in Denver, you need to put that on your to-do list. So I spend the afternoon and, try to just stay out of trouble. I go back to the airport around 6 o'clock, go back and see my new friends at TSA. And you know what? They remembered me. Of all the people that go through that airport, they remembered me. Hey, TK, how are you today? So we were doing fine. And I gave them the paperwork and they asked me a question and I was prepared. I knew what color car I had in 1993. First question is, have you ever lived on, of these four streets, which ones have you lived on? I knew that one. It was Mayflower. So, and the same other time, where'd you go to junior high? I got that one too. And then they asked me, what street did you grow up on? The name of the street. Hey, I got that one too. So they say, you're good, TK. Yeah, get out of here, man. Your flight's getting ready to book it. So I booked it and got on the plane, finally got back to Dallas at midnight. And so that's my saga of trying to get out of Riverton, Wyoming, minding my own business, and just had a great time, met a lot of good people. And Doug the neighbor, what can I say? I was sitting there minding my own business.
TK, that's a terrific, terrific story and great videos. And going through TSA is a problem, but they're there to protect us, and I get it. So it's very interesting story. But how do they know about the color of your car in 1993? How do they know about your a street you lived on, elementary school? How do they have that in their computer?
Big brother.
Big brother, yeah, they
Big
know more.
brother.
They know more about you than Home Depot.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And like I said, they don't have. I realized quick, no tomfoolery with little side jokes or anything. They take this very seriously. But I did
Right,
get them to. I did get them a little crink of littles at one time. They said. So I took that as a belly laugh.
Yeah. Well, we be funny. We think we're funny, but I've got some story. I'm very happy to have you back, and here we are doing Wyoming #3. And as I mentioned earlier, this is podcast 113, and we have a big celebration coming up at the 1st of September, our 1-year anniversary, and we'll get on to that. But I have some interesting information that as I pass my time while you were gone. Okay, so the other night I went out to dinner here in awesome Austin, Texas, to a place called Ling Wu. Now there's three of them, and I went to the one that's up in the Grove, and I sent you a picture of the desserts I had, and it was really good food, really good food, good company, and just had a nice time at Lingwu. And let's take a look at these desserts that we enjoyed.
Don't tell me you ate all three of those.
No, no. There are three of us, so each of us got a spoon, and we yes,
Ah, you share and share
unbelievably good.
alike. That's what I
Yeah.
like to hear.
Now, on the food aspect, okay, the other day I went to the HEB to get some honey. And the name of the brand is, hang on just a second, Hill Country Fair. It's a Hill Country Fair, and it's the brand name for some of the HEB products, fine store chain here in Texas. Okay, so this is Clover honey. Okay, all right. So I like to put honey in my coffee and in my tea. So looking at it, and it says here, it says Hill Country, I thought it would be from bees in the hill country, right? That makes sense. All right. So I looked at product of USA, Hill Country, Wimberley, that sort of stuff, Texas Hill Country, Mexico, Chile, Canada, Ukraine, and India.
Well, I know for a fact that they have hills in those countries too.
Okay, now this container has a cap, a label, two labels, honey, and a bottle. So there's for one, two, three. So one, two, three. There's three ingredients in the bottle, but there's six country involved. Six country, Ukraine and India. Now, how did the bees get from Canada to Chile to from United States, Mexico, Chile, Canada, Ukraine, and India? Something's going on here.
Well, yeah, I agree. But who could tell you? The queen bee.
The queen bee.
The
She
queen
gets
bee.
around.
I guarantee you that queen bee has some frequent flyer miles, and everyone was just right behind her.
A lot of boyfriends.
Yeah.
A lot of boyfriends. Now, my curiosity as a 5-year-old, I'm reading the back of it. I enjoy reading the ingredients of our products in the United States. People think we're funny, but hey, there we go. There's something funny. Okay, right there. Well, I'm reading the back and it's a little bit more serious. Okay, now I have to take my magnifying glass here. Note, honey should not be fed to infants under 1 year of age. Did you
Huh.
know that?
I did not know that. But if I had any 1-year-old kids around here, I would make sure they didn't get any honey. That's for sure.
Yes. Okay, so I looked up or went to AI, my pal AI, and said, why? Why? And here's the answer. A baby that is under the age of 1 year old, 1 year, their stomach has not developed all of the good germies in
Juju, the good juju.
the good jujus and the germies in there to digest food. Okay, that it takes time. Okay, now honey, this stuff here from India, China, Venezuela, Canada, Russia, wherever. Okay, it contains clostridium, clostridium botulism. It's a really good Latin name.
Mhm.
Clostridium botulism. Okay. All right. And that is a form of botulism that is in all honey. And babies, their stomach is not developed enough to fight the botulism, which is a minor. This colostrum is a very minor botulism. So there's not enough acids and jujus and good stuff in there to fight it. I did
Uh-huh.
not know that.
Well,
But
see, Doug, you've played a doctor before on
on
TV,
TV, many times, yeah.
and so this does not surprise me that you didn't want to open up the old medical records and see what's really going on.
Well, I'll tell you what, with this hair, I look good in a white smock, his coat, and stethoscope around my neck. Okay, all right. So that's the honey story. All right, now I had a friend over for coffee the other day, and she was telling me about her two daughters that go to Anderson High School, major high school here in town, just north here. Okay. And both of her girls are in the band. They're in the band.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Well, that's great. And they're a junior and a freshman, so they're in the band. Well, that's beautiful. And I said, do they play around the house? They practice around. Oh yeah, oh yeah. One plays the drums and the other plays a clarinet or something like that. Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. So, well, then she was telling me the story that Anderson High School has a system to raise money for the band. Okay. Now, why does the band have to raise money? Because this is Texas and the public school system has plenty of money. You know, how many tubas do you have to buy? How many clarinets you have to buy? Aren't they around? No, well, they raise money. Anyway, so what they do is they chart out every street in the school district and then go to each house, and what they plant plastic flamingos in front of each of the houses. And then a group of four of the musicians go knock on the door and start playing and say, do you want us to dig up your flamingos? What flamingos? Well, it's going to cost you. How much do you want to pay to dig up the flamingos? I go, really? Really? They kind of a low level extortion for a good cause. You get the band over there and the flamingos.
Yeah, and you know what? Think about it this way. If you do not pay for the flamingos to be dug up, all your neighbors know you're a cheapskate because you got that
That's
flamingo
true.
in your front yard.
Yeah. So whoever came up with this idea, we got to get them here to do a podcast. That's a brilliant idea.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea. Now, here I am over here minding my business. Pal comes over for coffee, tells me the flamingo story. I go shopping. I get the honey. That I'm still a little surprised by that. I go out for dinner. I go to Ling Wu, and you see the pictures there. Okay, why am I so busy? Well, because the flat screen went out again.
Oh,
It's
no.
and I called up Ashley. Remember last video was all about Murphy the cat. Okay,
Yes.
we had some really nice numbers. A lot of viewers are watching that.
Oh, yeah. Murphy's very popular, very cute.
Yeah, and Murphy's going to be our pet cat here at Camp Kennerk. So anyway, so the damn flat screen is gone again. So tomorrow in the meantime, I've disconnected everything to reboot it and followed all of Ashley's good works. Not working. Okay, so it's not working. All right,
Sort of
so
like you, Douglas, not working.
not working. And you know what? In the middle, my prayers of devotion when I go to bed, as I say, "Good Lord, I just want things to work."
Except me.
Well, didn't you want your phone to work? You want your phone to work, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's still an issue, but we'll talk about that later. So,
Oh, okay. And I want my flat screen to work because I'm sitting there on the couch with the remotes, and all of a sudden, boop, like that, boop, and like that. Okay. All right. So that's my life while you were gone. We're very happy to have you gone. Now you're wondering why I'm so good looking. I know you.
oh,
They
you
got the
can't
hair.
wait till Doug you used to say you can't wait till tomorrow because you get better looking every day.
I don't know how the women stand it.
That's the reason why they swoon and fall down, faint and fall
Okay.
backwards.
That's right. Okay. Now I want to show you one of my secrets. Old Spice classic, old style. Old Spice classic, old style. Little dab will do you. A little boop, 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 boop. Old Spice classic. Not
That
that
is
fruity tooty stuff. None of that. No. Just like your father, your grandfather used. Old Spice classic. Okay.
I'll keep that in mind, Douglas. I got that in my little repertoire, of trying to increase my coolness, TK cool.
We are cool. You're TK Irish. I'm Doug the neighbor, and this is podcast number 113. It's all beautiful, TK. That's what I got. Play ball.
Aaron, go brawl.